Namaste. Welcome to biology class. In the last video, we were learning about biomolecules chapter and some details about the carbohydrates. We have also learnt about the classification of monosaccharides based on the number of carbon atoms. Today, we will be learning about the hexose sugars in detail. Now, we also know that hexose sugar is basically made up of 6 carbon atoms. So, that is the reason why the name is also there. So, it is hexose. Hexa means 6. So, these hexose sugars have got 6 carbon atoms in them and they are also called as polyhydroxy compounds. This is because they have many hydroxyl group. So, many OH groups are there, that is why they are called as polyhydroxy compounds. Now, based on the type of functional group, these hexose sugars are of 2 types, that is aldose sugar and ketose sugar. The aldose sugar has got the functional group as the aldehyde group, whereas the functional group in ketose sugar is the ketone group. The examples for aldose sugar is glucose and ketose sugar is fructose. Both these glucose and fructose are hexose sugars. That means they are made up of 6 carbon atoms. They are isomers. Now, let us learn in detail about the glucose. Glucose, as we have been learning from our lower classes, that is, its formula is C6H12O6. So, the number of carbon atoms here are 6. So, we have written it as C6. And based on the carbohydrate general formula, we have written this formula, that is C6H12. 2N, that is 2 into 6, that is 12. And ON, that is N is equal to 6, so it is O6. So, the formula becomes C6H12O6. This glucose is available in 2 forms, that is the open structure and the ring structure. These 2 structures or the forms are interconvertible. So, first we will learn about the open structure over here. This is the open structure. So, we can see that this particular structure has got 6 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and many hydroxyl groups are there. Yes, so polyhydroxy compound, right? It also has got an aldehyde group at the terminal carbon atom. Yes, so COH is the aldehyde group which is over here, right? So, now this is the open structure. This can be converted into its ring structure by release of one water molecule due to the action of dehydrogenase enzyme. The bond between first carbon atom and the 5th carbon atom is formed by the release of one water molecule. This is called as, such a type of bond is called as glycosidic bond. So, here hydrogen is shared from the aldehyde group and hydroxyl group is OH is shared from the 5th carbon atom. So, the bond is formed between the 1st carbon atom and the 5th carbon atom. So, this is how the bond is actually formed, the 1st carbon atom and the 5th carbon atom after the release of one water molecule. Now, this can be very clearly understood by this ring structure. So, a bond is formed between the 1st carbon atom and the 5th carbon atom as shown here, and then you have a ring shaped structure which is formed. This ring has got 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is the reason why it is called as the hexagonal ring. Okay. But in this 6-sided, that is the hexagonal ring, only 5 carbon atoms participate in its formation. So, you can see that the 1st carbon atom, 2nd, 3rd and 4th and 5th, only 5 carbon atoms are participating along with 1 oxygen atom over here. one oxygen atom over here. Yes. So, such a type of ring which involves 5 carbon atoms along with one oxygen atom, such a ring is called as a pyranose ring. We can see that the 6th carbon atom protrudes out of the ring. So, this is the ring structure of glucose. So, both this open structure and ring structure are interconvertible, and during this glycosidic bond is formed between the 1st carbon atom and the 5th carbon atom over here. Now, glycosidic bond is a bond which is formed between aldehyde group of one molecule and hydroxyl group of another molecule. Such a bond is called as glycosidic bond. But what if it involves both aldehyde group and hydroxyl group of the same molecule? Then it is called as hemiacetyl glycosidic bond, right? So, this is about the glucose. Now, let us learn about fructose. Fructose, as it is a hexose sugar, you can see here the formula C6H12O6. And just like glucose, fructose is also available in its two forms, that is open chain and the ring form. And they both are interconvertible also. So, this is about the fructose molecule over here. So, you can see that there are 6 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 polyhydroxyl groups, yes, and it is a ketose sugar. So, you have the ketone group which is actually attached at the subterminal carbon, that is at the carbon number 2, right. So, now here in the ring structure a bond is formed between the 2nd carbon atom and the 5th carbon atom. So, this is how the ring is actually formed. You can see here 2nd carbon atom and the 5th carbon atom are actually joined to each other. So, here you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides of this ring. So, as there are 5 sides, it is called as a pentagonal ring. Okay, penta, it is 5, right? But for the formation of this pentagonal ring, only 4 carbon atoms are involved. You see, atom number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Only 4 are involved. 4 carbon atoms are involved along with 1 oxygen atom. Such a type of ring is called as the furanose ring, right? A ring which involves 4 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen. That ring is called as a furanose ring. So, both these open chain and the ring structure are again interconvertible. Now, glucose is basically commonly called as a blood sugar, and fructose, as it is available in most of the fruits, it is also called as the fruit sugar. Both these hexose sugars are isomers and they have either hydroxyl group or the ketone group as a functional group. So, they are also a very good reducing sugars. Hope you have understood the concept. Thank you.